Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, dear Tbcians all over the world, or those that are listening to me right now. My name is Mbederik. I am one of the many voices of TBC around the globe. And when it is Monday, 5 p.m. West African time, we are so delighted because we are starting another phase of this meeting, okay, which is now known as the weekly meeting. So it is no more set button meeting, but we are going to term it weekly meeting right now. So you are all welcome to these weekly meetings. Okay, we shall be having it same time, same days, just like how we are having the send button meeting. So we maintain the time and the days. So it's just the name that have changed, which is now weekly meeting. And of course, we have decided, admin, okay, have decided to put everything. Our blog has been moved to the Kringle Cash back office for active members. So when you want to see the agenda of the week, or if you want to attend the weekly meeting, you must be an active member, okay, so that you can access the educational area in your Kringle Cash back office. So when you log in, you will see our new private blog. So our blog has been moved, is now private. So once we click there, we can now see our weekly updates, okay, our weekly meetings. So this is the first weekly meeting that we have so far. So we are so excited about it. The new blog is so exciting, and we shall be having all updates about TBC in this section of the Kringle Cash back office. So let's see what the admin has put together for us today. Okay, today is the 27th of January 2020. We are renaming these weekly meetings instead of send button meetings from now on. Welcome to 2020. The year TBC will become mass adopted. Right now, we are gathering together the mass adoption team, and at this time, we have 51,575 members on that team. There are only 111,111 positions available on this team, and each of them can receive up to 30 TBC coin per month by completing the tasks required. For now, the only tax required is to pay the admin fee each month. Only active members are allowed to view these weekly meetings. So please do not share the link to the broadcast for those meetings. Okay, for these meetings. We have weekly Bitcoin contests that show how well our full-timers are doing in getting their personal referrals to renew their Kringle Cash back office accounts monthly. First place receives 200 grains in Bitcoin. Second place receives 100 grains in Bitcoin. And third place receives 50 grains in Bitcoin. We are currently running contests in 5 languages: English, French, Tagalog, Hindi, and Bangla. Payouts are shown below. So guys, these are the payouts for this week, okay? For the English, we have the names here. You can see them, all right? And for the French, you also have their names, as well as for the Tagalog, okay? For the Tagalog, you also have their names. And for the Hindi, okay, for the Hindi, you have the names. And for the Bangla, you also have the names of the winner. So congratulations for all those that are winning. I'm sure your Bitcoin wallets should be very heavy right now. So go check your Bitcoin wallets. The main thing our active members should be focused on right now is preparing all of their referrals to make their admin fee payment on February 1st, 2020, so that each of them can hold their position on the mass adoption team while being rewarded with 30 TBC coins each. The best way to prepare is by having bulk credit in advance so that they can easily make that payment. Otherwise, we also accept Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum. Your sponsor in TBC should be able to give you clear instructions on how to properly prepare to get this reward. 2020 is the year TBC will become mass adopted. Okay, sorry. All right, 2020 is the year TBC will become mass adopted. We have 51,575 members on the mass adoption team now, and soon we will fill in all of the 111,111 positions on this team. All right, so I would like to call this the A team in order to stay on this team and continue to receive up to 30 TBC coins a month throughout this year. You will need to keep up with the training and expectations. We expect every member of this team to complete their monthly payment of the admin fee. Otherwise, those that don't will be replaced by someone on the B team that is meeting the expectation. Future expectation will include, future expectations will include, but will not be limited to completing your profile, which includes facial recognition, attending weekly send button meetings, doing regular broadcasts, recruiting at least 2 new members a week, and signing up at least 1 merchant a week. Obviously, it will take time to probably train 111,111 people to do anything. So don't worry. We will move forward nice and easy and give everyone on this team the time they will need to grow into all of the expectations. Ultimately, mass adoption of TBC will become the result of training 111,111 on how to make that happen naturally. The most important expectation of this team right now is that each member of it pays the admin fee each month consistently. Mass adoption without funding to support it just doesn't work. Plain and simple. People that understand this don't object to paying a monthly fee. It costs money to continue to develop our TBC coin. We have a half a dozen features we are working on right now, including stronger security and 15 digits of Kringle instead of 6 digits. Our Kringle Cash website has many features and improvements being made to it now, including this new block feature on the inside of it. We have also developed our own support team system now, and soon we will add live chat to it so that we can expand our support team to take care of technical issues faster and more efficiently. Don't all of these things cost money to do them? So don't listen to the negative people that expect admin to perform miracles and yet do so without funding. We have started a goodwill campaign, and soon we will take a portion of the funds raised to feed the poor. Running such a campaign without reasonable cash reserve to cover fixed monthly expenses will be impossible. We have healthy cash reserves, so I am moving forward on goodwill. Do you have a bulk credit already for the meeting on February 1st? Time is short. Get ready now for February 1st. It's going to be one of our best months ever in TBC. All right, guys, we just have our first weekly meetings, and it's so exciting with what is coming on board. We have gone through that, and I want to take the reactions of some leaders. If we have some leaders that want to react, we have 51,000. We have almost 50,000 people above that have paid, that belong to the mass adoption team right now. Okay, some came in with admin's credit, some came in renewing their accounts to have their mass adoption number. I think this is so exciting for the community right now because we are still in January and we have almost we are almost halfway. I think this is something exciting. I will take some leaders different. I don't know if you are there, Mufogidas, Herion, and the rest. If you want to say something, please unmute yourself. Hello, Steve. What do you think with this exciting news that is happening right now in the community?
This is quite exciting because, you know, when you think about mass adoption, folks, one thing that admin have said to us is that it's not an event. It's a process.
Right.
So, folks, I want that to really resonate in your minds, because, folks, I want to say this during our broadcast meeting, but I want to say it here,
right.
Folks. If everyone did a little history on currency when it first started into a country or countries or the world, you will find mass adoption. See, I've done some history on this.
You're right.
So I'm letting you know it's not something that's automatic. It's something that takes time, a gradual process. So we all must exercise patience. At the same time, we got to build a little fast, First, getting our mass adoption team of a 111,111, because that is the nucleus of this whole mass adoption happening. Admin has said it's not going to happen in the next 3 or 6 months in terms of the mass adoption.
Right.
You're looking at maybe the end of this year. So please make sure to get that information out to your teams. Make sure they have the mindset of mass adoption is not something that's going to happen. I mean, the big mass adoption in itself, the mass adoption is not going to happen in the next 3 months.
It's a process.
Now, could it? Well, Evan says, 6 months. Could it? Well, that depends on who?
Us.
Us.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So I just want to say, Mbe, that man, I'm telling you, I want to just say to you and your wife, y'all are doing some wonderful work. Wonderful work.
Thank you.
Mbe, I thought of both of you as a team. And I want to say, Dorothy, you're doing a wonderful job out there. When I listen to your wife talking to people, the audience,
wow,
that is,
thank you very much.
It's like you've been doing it for years. Both you and Mbe.
Right.
I mean, y'all, in my opinion, looking at both of you all, it's like one can't do without the other. Y'all a team.
Great team. Yeah.
And a great team. I call y'all the A team.
Thank you so much, Steve. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
There's some way
y'all are the A team. But anyway, thank you for this time. I want to give some other people a chance to say, to say some things. But think in terms of mass adoption as something that's a process.
Right.
Okay. All righty.
Thank you so much, Steve, for that great contribution. We appreciate you for appreciating us. So we really appreciate you, Steve. Thank you so much. Let me take some other leader. Let me take Professor Solo. Good afternoon, sir.
Good evening. Good afternoon, Mr. Mbe.
Thank you.
And Madam Mbe. Madam Mbe at the back. You are allowing Mbe to always take the stage while you are at the background moving it. My wife always says the women are the neck upon which the head turns.
You can say that again.
It's the neck that is really turning the head. It's always the head. Right. So, Madam, you are really welcome. And Mr. Kofi has done justice to how we appreciate you. Now, if I come to the mass, thank you, Madam. If I come to the mass adoption, admin has clarified it today. As Mr. Kofi has said, it is a process and not an event.
Right.
It is a work in action. It is an ongoing process. It can only come to an end. To be frank, it will take a while to come to an end, because even when we get to the 1 billion mark, we still have a lot of jobs to do to get everybody to accept our money. And it becomes a universal money that we can directly use for every other thing.
Of course.
So himself properly situated. Only the mass adoption team members are the ones that will really have the wherewithal, the financial muscle to carry the whole project of TBC.
We have to call your...
Right.
So, important to me is that Nigerians should make use of the opportunity we're having now to make sure that on the 1st of February, they all massively pay their mass adoption team fees so that they'll be qualified to attend the international conference that is coming up.
Right.
Admin has repeatedly said that there will be charity visitation to feed the poor in Africa this year. Right. And I have the feeling that Nigeria should be the first. So Nigerians, this is your time. Let us go for it. And don't forget that you are even attending the conference free of charge because you are using their mass adoption fee to pay for the conference. At the end, the money is returned back to you because when you pay, you are credited with the master credit or bulk credit, which you are going to use for March. So you are attending the conference completely free of charge.
That's true.
So please go for it. Thank you, Ms. Ambe. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So Nigeria, go get your tickets because once you pay for your ticket, you have one bulk credit that you are going to use to renew your account the month of March. And once you renew your account, that is another 30 TBC coin coming on board. Wow. Admin is so generous. We want to appreciate Admin for that great opportunity that he's giving to the Nigerian community. So who do I have again?
Yeah, hello?
Yes, Mr. Herion.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Imbe. And I also thank Madam Imbe likewise. As Papa Solo have said that behind every successful man, there is a woman behind or beside him, rather. So thank you, Madam Imbe. And we are hoping to receive you in Nigeria as well as we have been seeing you in other countries. So, and we especially thank Admin for his magnanimity on us because he is very kind to humanity and he have the success of humanity in his heart. So thank you. We thank him for all what he has been doing for the community. Then when we talk about a mass adoption process, you see, it contains a lot of things. As you have been told that it is a process, and I can also call it a journey. So it is, yes, before you get to a destination, you have to move from a former destination to the destination you are going. And the adoption process, it can be defined as the mental stage through which an individual, mental stage or mental stages, through which an individual can make, passes from the point of first hearing. You know, when you first hear something, especially TBC, then that is where adoption process takes place, through which an individual passes from the point of the first hearing about an innovation, about TBC, to the final adoption. So when we say adoption, that is the final stage that it will have created awareness for people. It is because we adopt this, then it is our own responsibility to create awareness also. When you first, somebody introduced TBC to you, or you met it online or something like that, it's a sort of awareness. You should not let it stop at your own doorstep. You should carry it over to somewhere else. If it is because it is when people are aware of some things, that is where they will. That is when they will consider it and adopt it. So awareness is very, very important. Creating awareness, and kudos to Mr. Admin and our able servant leader, as he uses to call himself, for a kind of this awareness that we are going to create in Nigeria, because the conference that will come up and the charity things that will follow, it is a kind of great awareness for people to make them adopt TBC, to know what TBC is all about. So it is our responsibility here. Admin is doing its own part by creating TBC and monitoring its growth. It is our responsibility to build it. We are the builders of TBC. We have to build TBC. So it is not admin's job only. Those people that are clamoring that where TBC is supposed to have been spendable by now, what have they been doing? What is their contribution to the growth of TBC? Admin has introduced this Bitcoin contest. It is for our own benefit. When people are saying that, okay, we want to do, shall we be paying this thing every month? Yes, we will be paying every month, because not all of us who are paying it every month really. It is not like Mr. Imbe. He is not paying it from his own pocket. He is paying it from the amount of Bitcoin he is getting. He pay it. So if you also do like Mr. Imbe, when you are creating awareness about TBC, then the time will come, we wish yourself will not be paying it from your own pocket every month. It becomes easier. You introduce it to other people, and other people also will introduce it to other people. The more you introduce it to other people, then the more it's easier for you to be paying your fee every month. So we should all realize this. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for giving me this time. Not to waste our time or to consume the time. I thank everybody here. Thank you so Mr. Imbe. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Herion, for that wonderful contribution. I think it is very, very clear. I'll be taking the last person before we have the keyword of the day. Let me take the last person. I think move for money, move for Gidas, move for money, aka move for money. I want to say something. Hello, Mufo. You have to unmute yourself. Mufo, you have to unmute yourself, please. Or can you hear me? Please try to remove your mic. You have to unmute. Go ahead. We can't hear you. Yeah. Forgive us, we can't really hear you. All right. Maybe. Yes, Mr. Okay. We can hear Gida, so let's move to Mr.
Yeah, we must move on. Gida, sorry.
Mr. Chukwuka, okay. Yes. I can't wait to meet you.
Yes, my brother, but don't worry. In less than 1 month or 1 month, we will see.
Okay, you have 30 seconds, sir. We are almost at the end.
I just want to join everyone that has appreciated you and Dorothy, and I'm doing the same thing here. I had spoken, glowingly not too long ago about Dorothy and her escapade, and I say that she's as tireless as her husband. You guys have been doing wonderfully well, and God will bless you mightily.
Amen.
In the name of Jesus.
Amen.
And on what we have been discussing today, all I want to say, because a lot has already been said, and I don't want to waste time, that everyone who has not, we have done 50,600 and something mass adopters. That's what we have now, according to the report today. Anyone that has not joined, rush, and join. Because 112 person is not a mass adopter. So we must understand that and make hay while the sun shines. So I'm just advising everyone that has not paid, that has not joined the mass adoption team by paying the admin fee to do so now.
Right.
Now is the time. Thank you, my brother Mbe.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chukwuka Okeke. Hope I can pronounce it now very well. So, guys,
Yes.
it is very important for us to know that without funding, admin cannot build a system that can sustain the masses. Okay, so right now we are still building a team that are going to train, because the 111,000 people will be trained to train the masses. That is what is going to happen. So people need to do everything possible to pay their admin fee on the 1st of February, so that you will maintain your position in the mass adoption team. At the same time, you are going to receive 30 TBC coin. So make it happen. You know, if the 50,000 people, each person registers just 2, we are done. If each person registers just 2 persons, we are done. So go get your team ready, buy your bulk, pay a credit now. Don't wait for the last minute. Buy your bulk credit now, so that on the 1st, and for those in Africa, please don't pay at midnight, because you are following London time. So you pay by 1 a.m. or you can even wait some few hours. You pay by 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. Don't be in a rush and pay by midnight. You won't. It will be considered that you paid on the 31st. So you should pay. You should pay by 1 a.m. Follow London time. London time. Don't come and send me messages that I paid, that the admin did not reward me. This, that. Don't make that mistake again. So just wait on the 1st, and then you do your payment. Make sure that you have your numbers, and before you know it, you belong to a team of people that are going to write their name in the history book of TBC. So guys, it is on that note that we shall be giving you the keyword of the day. And I'm very sure that nobody can guess this keyword of the day, not even Stephen Copy. I can always be sure that you don't guess the keyword. So guys, the keyword of the day, I'm so sorry, private. So we are going private. Everything about us is private. Our blog is private. Our weekly meeting is private. So we are going private.
Every time.
I knew everybody was waiting for mass adoption.
I can never get that word. I never can guess it.
I got you guys. So our weekly meetings will be private, and it's not more public like it used to be. So guys, that is it. You can always find it in the broadcast. You must be an active member before you have access to our information. All our information now is private. We are not going to feed the people who are negative anymore. So thank you so much, guys. Look forward to have you again on same time next week for another weekly meeting. Bye now.
Thank you. Thank you. God bless you.
Bye.
And madam.